Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is Chris, and I am your secret sailor. I'm a merchant seaman. Um, we're just gonna get started. Last video, we talked about what is a merchant seaman. So in this video, we're going to talk about work life and just a journeying through what it's like to be a merchant seaman. Specifically, I work for the government, the Department of Defense, under the Department of the Navy umbrella, for a corporation called Military Sea Lift Command. Here's my handy dandy notebook. It's an employee handbook. I'll talk about that, but I'll also talk and cover information about cruise ships and information about the union. But for right now, we're going to specifically journey through working for the Department of Defense specifically. So, you know I gotta have my tea. That's so good. All right, so work life. What's it like to work on a ship? You need to know a couple of things. Again, you have to have a credential to even get on a ship. A merchant mariner's credential I showed you in the last video. You're gonna need a passport. I talked about that in the last video. You're gonna need a TWIC card. That's important as well. But let's journey through what's it like to be on board a United States flagged civilian ship. Again, we're like the secret sailors. You have what's a commitment, meaning and the commitment lasts about 120 days. If you are a sailor actively with the company that I just mentioned, I know you know why that's funny. The truth is the demand is high, and your ability to return home sometimes is not what you think it is. You do your 120 days. That's not a problem. But you can't leave until you have a relief. That's where it gets a little challenging. And by a little, I mean a lot. Usually the ships require what's called body for body, meaning that you occupy what's called a billet. A billet is 3 to 5 digits for placement on that ship. In order for you to leave that ship, somebody else has to be able to come up and take up your billet. That's generally how it goes. The problem is the manning is demanding. We definitely need help in this industry. Not just this company, this industry wide. But what's a day like on a ship? Every ship is a working ship. There are no off days, generally speaking. Your mission is your mission. You have a job to do, you will do that job from whatever your allotted work hours are. Yes, you get breaks, and after work time, generally speaking, is your time. Now, if you follow this channel more, I'll be able to divulge more and tell more. I want to go on record as saying I will not divulge anything that's going to compromise or impede any operational security for any of the sailors, both active and inactive. There you go. So, you get off work. What do you do when you get off work? You know, what's there to do? Well, generally speaking, most ships have lounges. Those lounges can be outfitted with books or televisions. Oh, side note, the majority of your television is going to be from military TV. So if you are with us, that's what you're going to be watching. More the seasoned sailors, we usually bring stuff for entertainment. Any given day, you'll have people playing board games and little things like that. You mingle after work, you talk, you go out if you're in port. But if you're out to sea, you watch movies, you have a movie night. This would be a great time to just get to know yourself. I want to add something that they're not going to tell you though. Being out to sea and being committed for such a long time is taxing, or can be taxing. You can miss family, you can miss events, you can miss a lot, but you just got to do your checks and balances and see if this is really right for you. Later on in this channel, we'll get to what's it like for a new hire. Your new hire. New hires obviously are people who just got hired in your probationary period. You got to get through your probationary period. Your probationary period for the government is a year. Once you pass that year, and with us, you also have to make sure you pass security, but you're in the door. So during your probationary period, they can dismiss you for anything or nothing at all. It's the government's right. It's what it is. Other companies are not run the same way, so you don't have the exact same rules and bylaws, because, again, this is government, it's federal. But I want to get back to what happens after work. Well, hopefully you shower, because you're going to have some work days where you're going to really put in work. You unwind and you make sure you prepare yourself for the next day. Being away from home, especially if you're young, can be very taxing. So you should get a system in play, have a support system, email people. You do have access to computers, things like that. Make sure you bring comforts. In another video, I'll talk to you about packing and how to do it and what you're gonna need and what it looks like and what you need and what you don't need. We work long hours. You do. You just do. There's no way around that. Never rely on someone else to make sure that you are okay. And what I mean is, I've been on ships in times that sometimes we'll be in a place and everybody gets sick, and the MSO, that stands for Medical Service Officer, that's who you talk to when you don't feel well, may not have what you need, especially if you're a girl. Honey, this is for the ladies. If you are a woman that's still within childbearing age, I'll say that, don't rely on someone else for what you need out to sea. Make sure that you have everything you need. Make sure you have more than what you need, because you don't know if you'll be able to get off the ship and go to the store, because you do have access to stores. When ships go into port, you'll either be on a base or you'll be close to a store or something like that. It's available to you. But understand, if there is a certain product that you just like and you just love to have it, you are responsible for getting it. And not every place you're going to go to is going to have it. So you want to make sure that you set yourself up for success. Okay. Also, being able to work with other people, important. People are going to have their different backgrounds, cultures, practices. Just be sure that you're a good gauge of character. Not everybody is going to have your same life experiences and upbringing, so they're not going to act like you do. They're not going to believe things or see things from the same lens that you do. So you want to make sure that you, get yourself around a solid group of people. We'll go through this handbook. Obviously, I don't have time to do that today, and I don't do super long videos. So this basically tells everything you need to know about this company. Okay. Everywhere from leave to just employment requirements, prohibited practices, everything is in that book. If you decide to move forward with this company, my advice to you is to read everything and keep everything. Keep it, because you never know when you need to reference something. And let's just be clear, sometimes things happen at work and you need to know how to remedy it. You may need to know how to find some resolve. There's no perfect position. Familiarize yourself with the Office of Special Counsel. Familiarize yourself with EEOC and what that means to you, how it can help you, how to navigate if you feel like someone did something wrong to you. It is important. There's no perfect organization, but you definitely need to be well equipped, to remedy things should certain situations occur. I'll say it that way. Later on, we're going to do I'll do a podcast, and I'll do probably a Patreon, so I can do some very intimate deep dives so that you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and I can furnish some receipts so you'll know how to handle yourself. But basically, on a ship, you're going to need a hobby. That'd be a perfect time to teach yourself a skill. Learn, a second language. Read books. Write songs. There are people I've seen who make beats. People bring their PlayStations, projectors, televisions. Girls do makeup. Okay? We do makeup. We dress up. Like, you can be creative as possible out there within reason. Okay? Just don't go too crazy. And I'll find a way to have fun, Find a way to have fun, and make sure your mental health, if nothing else, make sure your mental health is in order, because these are long days, and sometimes your days go into nights, and you can reach points of exhaustion that you may have never had before. So make sure that you have, outlets to decompress, because that's important. There's always a gym usually on a ship, so you'll have a place to go hit a punching bag or run on a treadmill or, something like that, lift some weights. You don't have to just sit in your room, because trust me, at some point, if you don't have if your room isn't outfitted with all the cool stuff, you're gonna get bored. And what the Christians say, the idle mind is a devil's workshop or some playhouse. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it's easy to get in trouble when you don't have business of your own to tend to after work. You gotta get yourself a life. I mean that. Well, I told you I wasn't gonna take up too much more of your day. Sorry. I covered a few things today, and I hope that this was helpful. So feel free, if you can see this, if you want to ask some more personal questions, absolutely do so. I have no problem answering them. I am an open book, and I have 10 years of experience specifically with this company. So anything you want to know, I got you. Just ask. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.